My beloved child. In every moment, yes, even the quiet ones when you feel unseen, I am here. I wrap you in my presence, and I speak life into your weary soul. When the world grows loud, when doubts grow heavy, and when the burdens you carry feel unbearable, I am whispering, cling to me and be strong. Come just as you are. You don't have to clean yourself up, hide your pain, or pretend to be okay. I see the tears you cry when no one else does. I know the fears you hide even from yourself. And still, I call you mine. Let this be the moment you breathe deeply and release what you've been holding inside. Rest your head on my shoulder. Allow my peace to fill the empty spaces of your soul. In my arms, there is no shame. No condemnation. Only love that covers you like the morning sun, gentle, warm, and steady. You've tried to carry this alone long enough. But you were never meant to. I am your strength when you have none left. I am your safe place when storms rage. I am your healer when your heart is broken. You don't have to figure it all out, I already see the whole picture. And I'm walking beside you every step of the way. Let my truth anchor your heart, you are loved. You are seen. You are not alone. Each day, come to me not out of duty, but out of longing. Sit in the stillness. Let my voice silence the lies that try to fill your mind. When the enemy says you're too far gone, I say, come home. When shame says you're not enough, I say, you are mine. When fear tries to steal your joy, I say, be strong, I am with you. I gave my life for you, not because you were perfect, but because you are precious. Every sin, every regret, every broken piece, I have already washed them clean. Don't let guilt keep you from me. My arms are already open. Today, trust again. Hope again. You are forgiven. You are free. And you are held, forever, in the grip of my grace. When the noise of life grows deafening and expectations feel like chains around your soul, pause, and come close. In my nearness, you'll find a stillness the world cannot imitate. Not a fleeting calm, but a deep and lasting rest that guards your heart from the inside out. You were not created to live on edge, chasing peace that disappears with the wind. I am offering you something far more enduring. A peace that anchors you in the storm, a confidence that cannot be shaken, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. Let go of the heavy thoughts that keep circling in your mind. You don't have to solve everything. What feels impossible to you is simple in my hands. I am the one who parts seas, who quiets winds, who makes a way when there seems to be none. Trust isn't about understanding every detail, it's about knowing who walks beside you. So, take that burden off your shoulders. You've carried it long enough. I see the weight you've hidden, the worries you've silenced, the decisions you've agonized over in private. Nothing about you escapes my attention. And nothing about you overwhelms my love. You are not fragile in my eyes. I see strength in you, the kind forged in faith and refined by fire. Even if you've stumbled, even if hope has flickered low, I am still here. Not watching from a distance, but leaning close, ready to guide, to restore, and to reignite what you thought had burned out. There's beauty being formed in you, quietly, steadily, even if you cannot yet see it. Every whispered prayer, every tear you've offered in silence, they have not gone unnoticed. I hold each one close, and I am using them to shape a future filled with clarity, purpose, and grace. Be patient with this process. Delay is not denial. The waiting does not mean I am silent, it means I'm weaving something stronger beneath the surface. Let your heart stay soft, your spirit expectant. I will not fail to bring about what I have promised. So don't rush. Don't fear falling behind. The journey I've crafted for you is not about comparison or competition, it's about communion. You and me, walking together, one step at a time. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm simply asking you to be present. Come near. Stay a while. And in this sacred space, you'll discover the kind of peace that can only come from knowing you are fully loved, fully known, and never forsaken. When you feel unsure of your next step, pause, not in panic, but in my presence. You don't need a map when you walk with the one who already knows the way. I go before you, not just as a guide, but as a protector, clearing away what you cannot see. Let your heart no longer tremble at the unknown. For what lies ahead is not a trap, but a path I have prepared with care. Every twist, every delay, every narrow passage, it's not a punishment, but part of a greater design to build in you what comfort alone never could. Sometimes you ask, why the wait, or why the struggle? And I understand. I see the ache behind those questions. But what you see as delay, I see as preparation. What you perceive as silence, I fill with unseen activity. You are never forgotten, not even for a moment. Even in the dark, I am working. Even in silence, I am speaking. And even when you're weary of asking, I remain faithful to answer in ways that will exceed your understanding. Don't measure progress by visible outcomes. Sometimes the greatest transformation happens underground, where roots grow deep before fruit appears. This is where character is forged. Where trust becomes unshakable. Where faith finds its true footing. I am not simply changing your circumstances. I am renewing you. Strengthening your soul to carry the very blessings you've prayed for. Some doors stay closed not to punish you, but to protect you from what you're not yet ready to carry. But oh, how I long to open the right ones, at just the right time. So breathe. Release the fear of missed moments. You haven't fallen behind. You are exactly where you need to be when you walk with me. Let comparison dissolve. Let regret lose its grip. You are not in a race against others, you are on a journey handcrafted for you. And I am walking it with you. In this journey, your pace matters less than your posture. Keep your heart turned toward me. Keep your ears attuned to my whisper. In that quiet, sacred awareness, you will find the courage to keep going, even when the road feels long. I will provide manna for today. Grace for tomorrow. And miracles for the days you didn't even see coming. I'm not just preparing a way, I am the way. And you will never walk it alone. Sometimes it's not the noise around you, but the quiet inside that weighs the heaviest. You smile through the day, but deep within, there's a hush that feels more like heaviness than peace. I see that. I hear what you don't even speak. And I come not with judgment, but with gentleness, ready to lift what you can no longer carry. In the silence, I am not distant. I'm drawing closer, even when your prayers feel unanswered. My presence is not earned through perfection, but received through surrender. You don't need to prove your worth, because in my eyes, your value was never in question. Let go of trying to appear strong all the time. I never asked that of you. I simply asked you to come, to lean, to trust, to allow me to be your strength when yours runs out. There is no shame in weariness, no failure in needing rest. I created you with limits so you would discover my limitless grace. There's a healing that only flows when you stop striving and allow yourself to be held. This is where I do my deepest work, not in the spotlight, but in stillness. Not in the applause, but in the quiet moment when your soul whispers, I can't do this alone, and you finally believe that you don't have to. This journey isn't about always being ahead, but about remaining connected. Stay close. Even in the mundane moments. Especially there. I meet you in the kitchen, on the commute, between the conversations. I'm not waiting for a grand gesture, I long for simple nearness. I don't just want a portion of your attention, I want your heart. Not for my benefit, but for yours. Because where I am, there is life. There is light. There is rest. There is joy that doesn't depend on circumstance. If you're still waiting, still hoping, still aching, I see you. And more than that, I'm forming something beautiful within you. Nothing is wasted. Every tear has watered the soil for something glorious to bloom. Yes, The pace may feel slow, but growth is happening. Roots are going deep. The foundation is being laid for something that will not easily be shaken. Don't rush this. Let patience shape you. Let peace surround you. Let me write this chapter in a way that only I can. There will be days when you feel like nothing is moving, but you'll look back and realize I was moving in you. Changing how you see, what you value, and where your hope truly lives. Stay open. Stay expectant. Stay near. And I will do more than you have asked, in ways you couldn't have imagined. You've been walking through a season that required quiet courage, the kind few recognize, but I see clearly. The courage to get up and try again. The bravery to hope, even when answers seemed distant. The faith to keep your heart open, though it's been wounded before. And now, my child, I am bringing you into something new. Not because you earned it. Not because you figured everything out. But simply because I love you, and love always makes a way. The ground beneath you is shifting, not to shake your foundation, but to remove what can no longer support you. I am replacing shaky structures with something lasting. Something real. This is not a collapse, it's a rebuild. And I am the architect. You will look back on this season not with regret, but with awe. You'll say, that was where he met me. That was where everything changed. Don't resist the new thing I am doing just because it doesn't look familiar. I am not trying to return you to what was, I'm calling you into what can be. Into what has always been waiting. The future I've prepared isn't built on what you've lost, but on what I'm restoring. You are being made whole, not just patched together. Let the light in. Let joy return, not as a fleeting feeling, but as a steady flame. You no longer have to live from survival mode. I'm teaching you to live from overflow. From trust. From rest. The shadows that once loomed large are shrinking, because my light is breaking through in ways you never imagined. This is your moment to breathe deeper. To lift your eyes. To dream again, not cautiously, but boldly. You have permission to feel hope rise. Not because the path is free of difficulty, but because I walk it with you. You are stepping into a space where peace will feel natural, not forced. Where love will surround you, not just visit. Where your heart won't feel like a battlefield, but a garden. There will still be challenges, yes, but your spirit will be anchored. No longer swayed by every wave. No longer rattled by every wind. Because you now know who holds the sea, who commands the storm, and who has never let go of your hand. The healing I'm bringing won't just fix what's broken, it will awaken what's been dormant. Gifts, visions, callings that once felt too distant will now feel within reach. Doors you thought had closed forever will swing open with ease, not by your effort, but by my favor. Let me finish what I've started. Let me show you how beautiful life can be, not perfect, but sacred. Not painless, but purposeful. Every step you take from here is blessed, because you no longer walk alone, you walk aligned. This is not the end. It's the beginning of something far more radiant than you dared to believe.